Welcome to the It Matters podcast. I'm your host, Walter Perez, and let's dive in as we help you grow your mindset and elevate your leadership. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the It Matters podcast. I'm Walter Perez, your host, and I'm very pumped and excited that you're joining me on another episode. You know what? I'm having a lot of fun. I'm doing a lot of reflection lately, and I strongly believe that I am called to come and give you some resources, bring guests along the way, and give you some input on how to make you better, on how to help you lead well. And I definitely think we need more leaders that are using their influence in the proper way. And the thing about influence, it could be negative or positive. And so I wanted to make sure that we are being intentional as leaders and making sure that we're leading well. And so I wanted to bring you another episode today, and it's going to be a quick one, and it's going to be a solo episode. And I wanted to just chat a little bit about this idea and this concept about sitting at the table, or maybe being invited to sit at the table. So what do I mean by that? Many of us are walking around praying that we'll get opportunities to impact, praying that we're going to get into rooms and meet certain people. We're praying that we're going to have new opportunities for our business, for our leadership roles, for our projects, whatever it is. But when the opportunity comes, some of us are not recognizing it. And some of us are maybe too prideful to take the opportunity, or maybe we're playing the humble card and saying, hey, no, I don't want to interfere. I don't want to intrude. I don't want to, imply my perspective on that. And the reality is that we're kissing away opportunities when we're being invited, because people are seeing that we can add value. And so that's why they're inviting us in. And so the question is, are you realizing that you have value? Are you realizing that you're getting opportunities for a reason? And so I wanted to talk about that because I've had to reflect on that. I've had to kind of, wrestle through that a bit, because I have found myself in rooms in the last while that I thought, wow, I actually dreamt about this once upon a time. And now I'm finding myself in rooms where I don't feel like I fully fit in. But it's not that I don't fit in. It's just because I am not maybe thinking of myself as somebody that could actually bring value. I'm thinking of myself less, and which is all right to an extent, but not when you're devaluing your gifting to the point that you're not being effective anymore. And so if you find yourselves in rooms where, people are smarter than you, that's okay. That's completely okay, because that gives you the opportunity to learn, ask questions. And when you're asked to give your perspective, make sure you give it, because people want to hear it. I've served on a couple of different boards, nonprofit boards, and I also find myself in rooms when we're connecting and networking because of business. And it's amazing what comes out of those times when you truly want to help people and you want to add value. And so I want you to be careful that you're not devaluing yourself to the point and you're hiding it under or behind humility. And because there can be this false humility presented at times, which I believe actually can be pride. And it could be that other part that I've already spoken on, where you feel like you're not good enough, and that's not good either. But false humility can be very dangerous, because it can present itself as false humility, but it's pride, and you're thinking that no, I don't deserve to be there. I'm too good, or I'm looking for a better platform, or whatever you want to insert in that. And so make sure that you're not holding back, or you're not preventing an opportunity where you can add value because you're being a little bit prideful. And so remember, when you get invited to sit at the table, you've been given the opportunity to then bring perspective and share. You're not intruding. You're not, just barging in and taking over. No, certain leadership positions will open doors for you. Leadership roles will open doors for you. And I actually do believe that your wisdom and your understanding and insight that you've experienced and that you have will open doors for you. And so don't kiss them away because you don't feel ready or you're prideful. Not being ready is a big one too, because I don't think we'll ever be 100% ready. And some of us get into this mindset of being a perfectionist, and we miss out opportunities to actually grow and to add value. And so remember that when the door gets open, really think and ask yourself, is this the right season? And is this what I've been waiting for? Most of the time, the answer is going to be yes. And I think too many times we default to the no answer, and we then kiss away opportunity. So try to say yes as much as you can. And when you sit at the table, be humble about it, but allow yourself to actually speak up when the appropriate time is, because people value that. And the reason you got invited was because they wanted to hear from you. And so as you continue to grow and you continue to develop your leadership skills, you're going to know how to navigate those times so you're respectful, so you honor people correctly, so you add value. Remember, leadership is about others. Leadership is about serving people. It's about loving on people. It's about adding value so they can be better. If you're struggling with that, is maybe because you're thinking about you only, and you're figuring out a way how to position yourself so you can be first in line, so you can be the first one to the top, so you can end up benefiting or winning in the end. And I assure you that if you figure out a way to serve people, it will come back to you. And that's where you're going to see the invitation. So if you're not finding yourself around the table, if you're not finding yourselves in rooms or opportunities coming to you, then it's time to pause and take a time out, because maybe you're being a little bit selfish and not selfless. And in that process, you're just thinking about you, me, I, and we're just trying to get ourselves ahead, and we don't care about other people. I assure you, through my experience and what I have learned in the process of the 20 plus years of leadership, that we need to put others first, and it will come back around. It just doesn't always come in the way you thought it was going to. But the more we're into it and we realize, hey, I just want to help, I want to add value, I want to share my knowledge, I want to be able to collaborate, I want to be able to connect, I want to be able to have a team mindset, I want everybody else to win. And I assure you, you will be brought up with the tide. You will, when the water rises, you will be there too. And it's amazing to be able to show up and you go, wow, I never imagined myself in a room like this. And you realize that it's because you did it properly and you did it right, and because people actually do feel that they can trust you. People do feel like you have something to say. People do feel like they care, that you care as well. And you end up finding this synergy that is so beautiful, and you end up actually creating ripples of impact that actually will last and will be based on a strong foundation of character and integrity and all these other great virtues, and not just you trying to get to the top and stepping on people along the way. So I wanted to encourage you to think about that a bit, because I think that all of us will get opportunities and potentially are getting opportunities, and let's make sure that we're developing ourselves enough so we're confident, that we're mature enough, that we're developing leadership skills that will then add value to others, and we'll make rooms that we step into better, and that people will be left in awe saying, man, I'm glad we invited that person in, because they definitely had a perspective that we didn't, and they had an experience that we wanted to learn from. And so sit on that, think on that, chew on that a little bit, reflect on where you feel like you're at with that, and make sure you're not closing doors and make sure you're stepping into these opportunities that are coming to you, and allow that to work its way and lead you to other things that you never imagined. And along the way, we're going to help other people be better. We'll be better, because remember, it's a win-win when the leader leads well. And I just hope that we can all get on that same train and impact people. That's it for today. I'll catch you in the next episode. Bye for now.